Howdy, Beeflowbard here, and welcome back. The last video, what we did was we gathered the information as soon as we click into a map and play, that it saves this location as a respawn location. So now as you're running around doing your thing, and all of a sudden, oh crap, I'm dead, I can't move. Awesome. 5 seconds later, you respawn back to where you started from originally. But we also created a boom, boom, boom. This is your checkpoint. Now you can have these visible or invisible, make them look however you want. So now whenever you're running on and you get killed, crap. Okay, so now it's going to teleport you back to your last saved checkpoint. You can have as many of these as you want because all they do is they write to your player character and say, hey, this is your new coordinate for whenever you die. So kind of looks tacky, so we want to improve this a little bit. So go to the Epic Games launcher, go to the marketplace, find the animation starter pack, add that to your project, and then bang, it's there. Okay, so with the animation starter pack, there's a couple ways you can go about doing this. Your normal character, you have your walk, everything works, it does a great job, but you don't have any weapons animations or anything like that. And honestly, for right now, I don't want to add in a weapon for this project just yet. You know, that's something that everybody covers, and I'll do it another time. All I need is a death animation, and you can pick one, double click on it, and that looks lovely. Death 1. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this, and inside my player folder, I'll just put it a new folder called animations, and then I will go back to the animation starter pack, find Death 1. I'm going to copy it over to there, and I am going to try to change the skeleton. Now, there's a couple ways of going about this. If you do retargeting this way, it's going to, not find the other skeleton because it doesn't have the humanoid rig. So I'll show you how to do that this way. Now I'll go ahead and delete that. We'll go to, first off, the animation starter pack, UE4 mannequin, and we need to go to mesh, or skeleton, retargeting manager, select your rig to select humanoid rig. It automatically propagates everything you're going to need for this situation. Click save and exit. Now, just for the sake of it, I'm going to go do the same thing for the original mannequin from UE4, just to make sure we're on the same page here. Go to the character, mesh, open up the skeleton, the retargeting manager. You want to go to select humanoid rig and save. Now, he's in a Y pose, the other one's in a Y pose, everything's good to go. Some characters you download off the internet are going to be in a T pose, and you're going to have to rearrange the UE4 mannequin to suit that way. So now that I've done that, I could actually come over here to the animations again, and the animation starter pack. I'm going to find Death 1. I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to retarget animation assets. And now I'm going to pick that. It's the only thing that I can retarget it from too. And then I'm going to change really nothing on anything else here except for the location of where I want it to save to. And I just want to tell it to go to my character, player, animations. So now the new copy of it's going to go directly to the folder I want it to go to. So then just click on retarget, and there you go. It takes you right to the folder. And now this particular death animation is going to work off of that skeleton. Now, go ahead and save all, save selected. And at this point, I don't need anything else from that starter pack, but I'm going to hang on to it for now. Another thing I want to do real quickly is while I have it playing, come over here and hit the pause button. and we want to scroll all the way to the very last frame. So we see down here I'm on frame 62 of 62, and then I'm going to make a static mesh by clicking this button right here, and then I'm going to go to characters, players, animation, and we're going to call this dead underscore SKM. You can call it whatever you want, but this is going to make a static mesh of the dead player. Why is this necessary? Well, a little cheap way to create an effect here is whenever we walk over this pad to kill us, we want to have the animation, and the animation, if you mouse over it, takes 2.006666, we'll call it 2.07 seconds for the length. So if we look at our character player, and we're going to be making some changes here, plus we also had our gadget. When we initially walked over, we had that delay of 0.02. I'm going to change that to 0.1. Not that it's totally necessary, but in our custom event for player died, we're going to deactivate our movement. But what we want to do is we want to go ahead and get rid of the print text. We know we're dead. I'm going to drag these things over just a little bit. We're going to start off with play animation. And I don't want you up there. I want you down here because I'm odd. And then we want to select the animation. Was Death 1. Now see, it's finding all these other animations. But we want to look at where it says path. We want to make sure that we're using the correct one for the correct skeletal mesh. So now we're going to play Death 1 animation. We want to run a delay of, we said that was 2.0. We'll go ahead and leave it at 6. And let's go ahead and move everything a little bit more. So now what it's going to do is it will play the animation. If we left it like this for now, and then ran over to our... Oh, now we're dead. Oh, awesome. Cool, right? Alright, so going from here, we don't really need to worry about deactivating our movement. Or do we? Because sometimes whenever your player death happens, we're going to play the animation, and yeah, it just looks a little bit on the weird side. And you're just walking around, you're going to keep doing the animation. It's just kind of dumb. So, yeah, let's go ahead and keep all of this stuff. Now, if we left it the way it is right here, what's going to happen is it's going to go ahead and deactivate our movement. It's going to give us our delay of 5 seconds for our respawn. And then it'll let us go ahead and start moving around again. So let's try it from here and see what it looks like. Alright, so we walk around over here and I'm still moving. But now I stop. So there, that delay, and wait a minute, I'm still on this dead pose here. That's just a little bit on the creepy side. So what's happening is it's not completely deactivating our movement. So after um, this part right here, and actually I'm going to go ahead and we're going to keep this part, drag it out of the way, and we're going to go ahead and just dump this part right here, the rest of it. We're going to end up using this again here shortly, but what we want to do is we want to prevent the player from being able to move and do anything at all. So we can do a couple different things. Let's try, once we start the animation, we know that it's going to take 2.06 seconds for the animation to run. So from here, let's go ahead and let's see what happens when we terminate our movement here. Deactivate movement prior to the actual delay for the animation. Okay, so it stopped me cold in my tracks and did the animation. I can't do a thing. Alright, so that looks a little bit better. And now, how do we get back alive again? So we have played that animation. Okay, so now we've gone to this. We don't really need the delay of 2.06 seconds because it stopped us, which is good. So let's go ahead and give this a 7-second duration on our delay, because that's going to encapsulate, okay, we did our animation and now we're going to wait 5 seconds. So after that, we need to no longer be laying dead on the ground. So what we need to do is we need to set our animation It's not what I was looking for. It's we need to set our animation instance. Set animation instance class. I don't want you up there. I'm old and I'm finicky and I want you where I want you. Alright. So we can go back through all this right here, and now we just need to have our regular third person character. Third person animation blueprint. So now what's going to happen is after our delay, it's going to set our animation back to normal. And it's going to teleport us to the start location or our respawn location. So let's take a look at that. So now we go in here and yay, we're dead. I can't move, I can't jump, I can't do anything. So now, after the end, alright, that's interesting. Alright, so with that little problem right there, and I apologize for the cuts there, because sometimes whenever Unreal Engine 4 does things, it makes no sense whatsoever. It just baffles my brain, and it defies logic, because when you're walking over here, this is the location. Okay, this is where I want it to be saved. And that's where it was saved. But since now the capsule collision is placing it below the ground, it's going to cause your player to spawn here, and you're just done for. Simple, easy to fix. We're going to come over here from our respawn location, and all we're going to do is we're going to break that link, and we're going to do vector plus vector, and we're just going to add 100 to the Z, and then we're going to link that into here, and that's no problem. And then to finish it off, since we deactivated our character movement, excuse me, we need to reactivate or activate our character movement. Compile, save. Now, when we come over here, we run. Oh no, we're dead. And we respawn. Boop, and we're good to go. Same thing with our checkpoint. We run over our checkpoint. It currently saves our location. We get killed. And after a few seconds, we go ahead and respawn, and we're good to go. Alrighty. You know, if we want to improve from there, we want to add sound files, things like that, you can do all kind of different stuff from that. But this is just a simple way of creating a method of killing your player, getting them to stop movement, so that the player can't sit there and jump and run and slide around, things like that. The reason why I saved the skeletal mesh of the player was because if you're going to set up the NPCs as well, or an AI to actually do that, you can actually get rid of the character, and you can just throw the corpse out there and use that as a loot item. So now you have a way of, you can despawn them, and then, which I'll make another video based on creating a lootable corpse and then getting the corpse to go away. Just something we can do. Alright, thank you for watching, and again, sorry for the interruptions in this video. I was getting a little bit annoyed, but we got it accomplished.